Every morning, millions of men over 60 wake up and unknowingly repeat the very habit that is slowly draining their strength, their clarity, and their joy. It's not age that steals vitality, it's routine. It's the quiet surrender to habits that no longer serve the body or mind. You see, strength was nay, barbarver just in your muscles, it lived in your choices, in how you treated your mind, in the moments you decided to show up for yourself, even when no one was watching. But too many have replaced movement with stillness, replaced reflection with noise, and replaced self-care with self-neglect. Every cigar, enviard et, every skipped walk, every day glued to screens instead of sunlight, chips away at the man you once were. It's not too late to stop. The body forgives more than you think. The brain heals when given a reason to. You deserve more than quiet decay, you deserve purpose, energy, and presence. Stop L to be argent et comfort, disguise itself as peace. Get up, move, think, breathe. Your next chapter isn't written by your years, it's written by your will. Don't let the clock decide who you become. Let your choices rewrite what it means to grow older. Routine can quietly destroy vitality. Question every habit. It begins so silently that you hardly notice. You wake up, follow the same pattern, make the same choices, and tell yourself it's just another day. But what if those ordinary choices are slowly draining your spark? What if the comfort of routine is the very thing that's stealing your strength? You and our focus, your energy one quiet day at a time. You see, the most dangerous habits aren't the ones that scream, they the ones that whisper. The ones that look harmless, even comforting. The evening glass of alcohol to relax, the hours spent sitting because you've earned the rest, the constant SCNTR enrolling to escape boredom all seem so innocent. Yet, over time, these small actions weave a web of stillness around your mind and body. You stop questioning them because they feel normal. But normal isn't the same as healthy. Normal isn't the same as alive. Every man over 60 carries the wisdom of X and beer and perience, the weight of memories, and the scars of survival. But too often, that wisdom is buried beneath habits that no longer serve you. What once worked in your 30s or 40s may now be quietly harming you. The body changes, the brain changes, the needs of your soul change, yet the routine remains same, and that S where vitality begins to fade. True strength at this stage of life isn't found in stubbornly clinging to what's familiar, it's in the courage to question it, to look at each part of your day and ask, is this helping me or hurting me? That single question can transform your NDR life. When you stop challenging your habits, you stop growing. You may tell yourself that slowing down is part of aging, but it's not. The human body is designed to move, to adapt, to renew. The moment you stop giving it reasons to grow stronger, it begins to weaken not from age, but from neglect. Think about how many hours are lost sitting in front of screens, how often meals are rushed or skipped, how rarely deep, meaningful conversations happen anymore. This isn't aging, it's disconnection. It's what happens when the rhythm of life becomes mechanical instead of mindful. The truth is, routine and DRE can make you forget how alive you truly are. When you move through your days without awareness, you stop noticing the subtle beauty around you, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the quiet satisfaction after a walk, the calm that comes from deep breathing. These moments feed your brain, they ish your heart. But routine teaches you to overlook them, to keep moving through the motions until one day you realize you've stopped feeling inspired at all. Question every habit. Question the foods you eat, the words you tell yourself, the way you spend your evenings. Are these choices fueling your clarity or fogging your mind? Are they building energy or stealing it? So many men after 60 unknowingly live in patterns that create fatigue, confusion, and disinterest, and then they call it just getting old. It's not age, it's autopilot. And autopilot robs you of your spark. You have more control than you think. Every small shift, a morning stretch, a walk instead of television, a healthy meal instead of processed comfort food, awakens your system again. The brain starts firing differently, your mood lifts, your energy returns, The body listens to the messages you send through your habits, to arts. If your habits say, I'm done growing, your body obeys. But if your habits say, I still have more to live, more to give, your body will respond with strength, resilience, and vitality. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Awareness gives you back your power. The moment you become conscious of what drains you, you can choose what empowers you. It's not too late to build new patterns. You can train your brain to crave movement instead of comfort, silence instead of noise, presence instead of distraction. Life after 60 isn't the beginning of decline. It's the invitation to live smarter, deeper, and freer than ever before. So stop letting routine rule your days. Don't let familiarity steal your fire. Each sunrise is another chance to make different choices, to rewrite your story, to wake up to your own potential again. Routine can quietly destroy vitality, but awareness can build it. The question is simple: will you keep living on repeat, or will you start living awake? The body and brain are capable of remarkable healing at any age. It's one of the most powerful truths we often forget, especially as the years pass and the mirror begins to show change. Too many people over 60 believe their best days are behind them, that strength, focus, and vitality belong to youth. But the truth is, your body and mind never stop listening to you. Every cell in your body is waiting for your permission to heal, to regenerate, to grow stronger. Healing doesn't belong to the young, it belongs to the willing. And the moment you decide that you're not done improving, something extraordinary begins to happen inside you. Your body is not broken, it's responsive. It adapts to how you treat it, to what you feed it, to what you believe about it. When you tell yourself, I'm too old to change, your body hears you, it slows down, it adjusts to your belief. But when you tell yourself, I'm still capable, the body awakens, muscles strengthen, the heart becomes more efficient, the brain begins to reconnect pathways that have been neglected for years. Science now proves what wisdom has always known: the human body is constantly renewing itself. Cells die and are replaced. The brain can rewire, form new connections, and grow new neurons through learning, movement, and purpose. That's not fantasy, that's biology. Yet healing doesn't come from medicine alone. It begins in the mind. The thoughts you nurture daily either drain your vitality or restore it. When you dwell on pain, loss, or decline, your brain releases chemicals that reinforce that state. But when you think with gratitude, curiosity, and hope, your brain shifts into a mode of growth and healing. It's not magic, it's mindset. The same brain that learns to despair can learn to repair. Every positive thought, every moment of movement, every healthy meal sends a message: I am choosing life again. And life responds. The greatest healing begins with belief. Belief that your story isn't finished. Belief that our body still has more to give. You may have endured illness, loss, or fatigue, but healing is not a destination, it's a process. Every breath is a chance to rebuild. The joints that ache can become stronger with gentle movement. The heart that tires can grow powerful with consistent care. The mind that forgets can sharpen through challenge, creativity, and connection. The problem is not your age, it's the habits and thoughts that keep you from testing your limits. Look around you. There are people in their 70s learning new skills, in their 80s finding love, in their 90s discovering peace. They burn vernu in youth. What changed for them wasn't their biology. It was their belief in possibility. They understood that the body follows the mind and the mind follows purpose. Without purpose, even the healthiest body fades. But with purpose, even a tired body finds strength again. The brain is desi and bard and ged to respond to meaning, to goals, to learning, to connection. The more you engage with life, the more your brain rewards you with clarity, energy, and resilience. So feed your body what it truly needs: movement, nourishment, rest, sunlight, and laughter. Feed your brain what it craves: curiosity, gratitude, challenge, and love. Healing isn't about returning to who you were. It is about becoming who you meant to be now. The years behind you are not lost. They are lessons, and your body carries their wisdom. You've learned what pain feels like, but you've also learned what survival feels like. MBR T. Hat means you are stronger than you know. Every scar tells a story not of weakness, but of healing that already happened. You are living proof that the body can endure storms and still find balance again. Even if you've been through years of neglect, it's never too late to begin the process of Reconnecting. Walk a little each day, eat real food, breathe deeply, speak kindly to yourself. Celebrate every small improvement. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds slowly, quietly, beautifully. But it always responds to effort. So never let anyone tell you that you were too old to heal, too late to grow, or too far gone to change. Your body is still your ally. Your brain is still your greatest healer. You are not running out of time, you are running out of excuses. The moment you choose belief over fear, action over hesitation, and care over comfort, the miracle begins. The body and brain are capable of remarkable healing at any age, but only if you believe you deserve it. True aging begins when we stop choosing growth over comfort. It doesn't happen when the hair turns gray or when the knees ache. It begins the moment we decide that comfort matters more than challenge, that safety matters more than discovery, and that routine matters more than renewal. Growing older is not what weakens us. It's surrendering to the illusion that we've already lived enough, learned enough, and changed enough. The truth is, as long as you are breathing, life is still calling you to grow. But comfort has a quiet way of convincing us to stop answering that call. It tells you to stay where it feels easy, where it's predictable, where nothing asks too much of you. And little by little, that's where vitality fades. When you were younger, growth came naturally. You pushed limits, tried new things, chased dreams, made mistakes, and learned from them. Every experience stretched your mind and body. But as time went on, life taught you to be cautious. You started protecting yourself from discomfort, from risk, from pain. And while that might have kept you safe, it also built invisible walls around your potential. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. One asks you to rise, the other asks you to rest. The tragedy of aging isn't the passing of time, it's the choice to stop evolving. Comfort feels good, but it quietly numbs the spirit. It tells you that you have earned your rest, that you deserve to slow to NDWN, and while rest is healing, too much of it becomes decay. The body weakens when it's not challenged, the brain dulls when it's not used. When you stop learning, your neurons stop firing in new ways. When you stop moving, your muscles forget their strength. And when you stop dreaming, your heart forgets its purpose. True aging begins not in the body, but in the mind that stops asking for more from life. The truth is, you were made to grow until your very last breath. Growth doesn't have to mean working harder or chasing impossible goals. It can mean learning something new, moving your body in ways that awaken it, speaking with people who inspire new thoughts, or facing emotions you've long avoided. Growth is any choice that expands you instead of shrinking you. It's the decision to stay curious, to ask what else is possible, even when others tell you to settle. The most vibrant people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond aren't the ones with perfect health, they are the ones who refuse to stop growing. Comfort, on the other hand, disguises itself as peace. It tells you that stillness is safety. It makes you believe that slowing down is the same as serenity. But peace and stagnation aren't the same. Peace is an active state of harmony. Stagnation is quiet decline. The moment you stop growing, your body and mind begin to slow, not because of age, but because they have no reason to stay alive with energy. The spirit thrives on purpose. Without purpose, even the strongest body becomes AV with fatigue. Growth often feels uncomfortable, and that is exactly why it's powerful. Discomfort is a sign of expansion. It's your body and brain adjusting to something new, something bigger. When you choose growth over comfort, you remind yourself that you are still alive, still capable, still coming. You keep your brain young by learning. You keep your body young by moving. You keep your heart young by loving, forgiving, and staying open. The people who live the longest and happiest aren't those who had the easiest lives, they were the ones who never stopped seeking meaning. So ask yours, tuner LF, where have you stopped growing? Where have you settled into patterns that no longer serve you? Is it in your body, your relationships, your mindset, or your spirit? The moment you see where comfort has taken over, you can begin to reclaim your vitality. Growth isn't about massive change overnight, and it's about daily choices that challenge you just enough to keep you awake to your own potential. You are not done evolving. The world still needs your wisdom, your energy, your light. Don't let comfort steal the fire that life has placed within you. Push beyond what feels easy. Try something new. Learn something that excites you. Speak truth even when it shakes your voice. Walk a little farther. Laugh a little louder. Love a little deeper. True aging only begins when we stop choosing growth over comfort. But the moment we choose growth again, something miraculous happens. We begin to feel Ali not old. True aging begins when we stop choosing growth over comfort. It's not the wrinkles, the gray hair, or the slower steps that age us. It's the moment we decide that comfort is safer than change. When you stop challenging your mind, your spirit dims. When you stop moving your body, your ink fades. Growth is life, natural rhythm. It asks you to stretch, to learn, to stay curious. Comfort, though soothing, quietly weakens the will. It convinces you that peace means doing less. But real peace comes from living fully, not from standing still. The men and women who stay vibrant well, later years, aren't the ones who never rest. They were the ones who never stop evolving. Every new experience, every walk outside, every conversation that stirs your heart, reignites your vitality. So don't settle into stillness, step into purpose. Try something new, learn something uncomfortable, breathe life into your days again. Your body and mind are waiting for you to remind them they still needed. Growth is what keeps the soul alive. Age doesn't begin in the body. It begins in the choice to stop growing. Choose growth again, and you will realize you are not getting old, you are still becoming.